are going to cover in it is this one. Okay. I shared this particular content in the Google Drive also. So you can download this particular Excel from Drive so that it will be with you. So uh, it is not possible to cover all the things that are available in this Excel, but we will cover almost 80% things out of it because this is the whole Power BI. Okay, this is the whole Power BI that we have. Okay, so see, if you cover all this content, okay, then you are able to attend the Power BI certification exam from Power BI also, or Microsoft also. Okay, let me show you that one, that which is the certification that you can avail after this training. So Microsoft Power BI, okay, certification exam. It's PL PL 300. Yes, over here. Okay, so Microsoft conducts an exam of Microsoft Power BI data analyst, right? This is the whole content of this particular exam. If you wish, you can avail this exam also. And after completing our this training, you are able to crack this exam. Okay. Uh, in USD, it's 165. If I will move on with Indian currency, then it will be near about 4,800 rupees. This is a certificate that almost you can say those who are into Power BI only 5% clear this exam. So there is a great importance of this particular certification also. If you can avail it and you are going to crack it, it will be very beneficial for your future career. If you have this particular certification, you crack this exam and you have the certification from it, then it's sufficient to getting a job with Power BI. Okay, so the next thing, it covers whole part. This content is for this particular exam, so we will try to cover all these things. Okay, if some topics will be not covered, we will share the content in the group, and also if some more resources are there to cover those topics, we will share in that group, WhatsApp group also. Okay, so you can cover each and every topic. Okay, as well as for those topics, we will share particular projects also, so you can do your practices also with that, because as you know, without practice, visualization is not possible to be remember. Okay, so first of all, let's get through the content of this. So it is divided into these uh, four modules. Okay, all of you have this particular Excel, so you can open it into your system and go through with me. So it divided into four modules. First module is prepare the data. That's the basic thing, this one, that all of you must understand. First of all, how to prepare your data. Okay, in exam, the weightage of the questions are also mentioned over here. That is 25-30% is the weightage for domain first. Okay, that is prepare the data. So the questions 25 to 30% are from this particular module. Okay, then I will come to the subtopics also. First of all, let's go through the modules. Then the model the data. Okay, here we will go through the DAX functions, optimizations, and different relationship functions, and those technical things, not with the visualizations only, but all those technical things that are needed in your designing of particular models. Okay, so creating the calculated tables, quick measures, that kind of things are there in this module. Again, in examination, you have 25 to 30% weightage for that. Okay, so then visualize and analyze the data. See, if you will go through these particular steps, you will also learn how to go through in a particular project also. Because as you can see, first module is prepare the data. Whenever you have a new data, that time you always prepare it for your analysis. Okay, so those things are in prepare the data. Then you model the data, getting some calculations, what is the basic requirement, what the things you can do with the relationship functions, those kind of things, right? Then finally you create your visualization. So again, it is of 25 to 30%, right? So almost equal weightage of all these domains are now here. In last year, there was a different weightage in examination for these questions of mod domain, but now they converted it and having equal weightage of each and every domain. So third module is of visualize and analyze the data. This is creating reports and all those things will be there, right? Finally, advanced version of Power BI to deploy and maintain the asset. Whatever you created, whatever you uh, getting the insights, okay, how to share it and all those things will be there over here. So end-to-end Power BI is covered in these four modules, right? So how it is divided in preparing the data with subcategories, we are not going right now. We will go through only categories. You can go through the subcategories later on, because each and every topic that 1.1.1 identify and connect to the data, we will go through these points. Okay, so each and every point we will go through PPTs and practical implementation. Okay, so get data from different sources. How you are going to connect your data? What are the different things or the features available with Power BI that you can connect it with Power BI? Like uh, if you want to connect your data through SQL, or you can say
Excuse
through,
me, sir.
yes,
Are you recording the session?
yes, these are automatically recorded sessions. Don't worry
Okay.
about that.
And you are providing us, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
As usual, I will provide all the recordings. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
for the recordings, I will share the link. Okay, that will be on my OneDrive. That is not possible on Google Drive because there is a limitation with the space. So with my Microsoft OneDrive, I will share the link for the recordings also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So get data from different sources. It will include the different resources that Power BI provides to connect your data. Okay, we will go through the practical also. We will go through the interface of Power BI. That time I will show you the basic glimpse of that. Okay, in detail we will look into it also. So next, how you can clean your data. 95% time when you are getting a data from the industry, that is not clean data, right? So we need to clean it as per our requirement. Okay, so getting the clean data, we need some technicalities or some feature we need to understand. That either we need the null values, what we need to do with the error that is in the text text that we have. Okay, the statistics that we need to implement on it. Okay, how to remove the inconsistencies. Okay, like how to remove the duplicates. So those all type of things will be covered in clean the data. Okay, transform and load the data. So once you connected your data source, then you will clean your data, and then you change the particular data type, transforming the columns, making new queries into it, right? Defining your star schema, right? And identifying the duplicate queries, and if you want it, keep it or not. you need to merge it and all those things, right? And different configuring your data to load it into Power BI. That is all covered into it. So finally, when we will be at 1.3.8, it means now your data is ready as per your requirement. Okay, that's why prepare the data is for domain first. Okay, so for this particular one part, we will work with one case study. Okay, that case study will let you know from very starting to the end how to use all these things. Okay, either that will be required in our case study or not, but we will implement each and every point of it, right? Then model the data, design and implement a data model. Data model, it means different kind of relationships, different kind of columns, or configuring the table and the column properties, like the data type, what you required, how much data you required, okay, dimensions, the measures. So that kind of modeling will be over there, right? Create a common data table, row level security rules, aggregated measures, different calculations to manipulate the filters, and different measures you will create. Basic statistical functions also will be there, right? So creating the calculated tables, it means you are going to implement the you can say your SQL queries, Python queries into Power BI also. Okay, so that you can use those particular skills of SQL in Power BI. Okay, so different things are there. Terminologies can be new for you, but once we will go through it, it will be very familiar. Okay, so these all things 2.2 will be related to the DAX. Okay, then optimize model performance, relationship, and different content, summarizing your data, all things will be over there, right? Then for visualization, create the report. Reports, remember this thing. Here in Power BI, reports are set to your visualization. Whatever the visualizations you're creating, description, to providing the description along with it, creating the dashboard, all these things are reports. Reports are not the theoretical part in analytics. Okay, so reports is not like you are creating a 20-30 pages of theoretical things describing your data and all those things. So here reports, it means whatever the insights you are creating using the visualizations and the descriptions that you are providing along with your visualization, that is report. So how to create that, right? So here you will learn different visualization techniques. Okay, all things that you can do with the visualizations, like custom visuals, creating the themes, conditional formatting, as you have seen in Excel also, the conditional formattings, slicing and flipping the data, configure your reports, and all those things. Okay, so then definitely you need some advanced things into your visualizations also. So making an enhancement in your report, you have a lot of things available in Power BI. The bookmarks, the tooltips, your different configurations, your uh, sortings, your slicers, a lot of things are there. Even QA also available in Power BI, this one. So you can ask anything, you can type any question into it, and it will generate a visualization for you in Power BI, just like AI. Okay, so that thing also is there. Just a second. Can't be possible, no? Just a second. Okay, let's see. It is showing me 10 minutes again, 40 minutes of session. Please reconnect if it is disconnected in 10 minutes. through the same link. Okay, I don't know what happened, but again the subscription is giving some errors. We need to debug it. So identify patterns and trends. This is the advanced level of your visualization. Okay, grouping, creating the bins, clustering your data, AI visualizations. Okay, so AI visualizations will also be there. Creating, detecting and treating the outliers and all those things. Okay, then finally you will deploy your visualization and the analysis that you have done. Okay, so create and manage workspace and assets. Okay, I will provide you when we will be in deploy and maintain. I will provide the licensed version of Power BI. Okay, so you can explore all these things using a work ID. Okay, so online platform, all these things are done on online platform of Power BI. Okay, just few things like creating the dashboards and all those things can be done in offline version, but basic deployment and to maintaining the assets is done on online platform of Power BI. So we will go through that one. I will provide each and every one work ID. Okay, that work ID will be used to log in with Power BI so that you will get a free from us. Okay, a full version of Power BI. Okay, and you can use it for lifetime. Okay, so let's first install Power BI. Okay, I will let you know we have 7 minutes to re-log in Zoom. So meanwhile, let's go through it and install Power BI very first. Okay, so how many of you have Power BI installed in your system? Please let me know in chat box. Rohit, Meher, I don't have, I have. Okay, so most of you have uh, Power BI in your system. So Umar Shankar, you don't have Power BI. Okay, Rakesh, you also don't have. Okay, let me share. Let me show you, because uh, the very first thing is that how we can get a software, right? So let me show that one also. That from where you can have Power BI. It's very easy. So just go through Power BI. Okay, on Google. Go through the very first link, Power BI data visualization. Okay, here go to the products. I will share the final link also, don't worry. Power BI desktop. Don't go with the download free. Okay, go with the download or language option so that you have a full version you can easily download. Okay. Oh, just okay. Data visualization here, products, desktop, the download and language option. Okay, so from here click on download. Here you have to look carefully. You need to download Power BI desktop setup into 64 only. Let me share this link in the chat box. Yes, definitely, Siddiqui, you will get the recordings also of this session. So here you need to click on next and it will start downloading. Okay.
Thank you. I'll download it now.
Sure. So it is starting downloading. Okay. So start your Power BI. Okay. Meanwhile, and connect with the same link, please. Meanwhile, let me make the thing correct, whatever the issue there is in with the Zoom. Okay.
So we
Please.
have to download the second one, right?
Yes,
PBI
that's
desktops X64X.
yes, into 64x.
Okay.
Yes. Just a second. Yes. So this is the interface. You can get a different color of Power BI. Don't worry about that. Okay. So it's green for me. Maybe it's blue for you. Maybe it's yellow for someone else. Okay. So here, okay, let's just hold on. OneDrive. Let's say training. So this is the basic interface. Dulanga, I just shared the startup in Drive also. So in group, I just put that particular thing. Okay, particular setup I shared in the Drive also. And if you need that one, just hold on. And okay, from here it is no the language. Okay, so download. Okay, in chat box or in group, I'm just sharing the download link also. I just shared it into the Drive or into the group. Okay, please find over there. Okay. Okay. So now, what is the basic thing that we need to learn, see over here? We need to understand that thing. Okay. The best thing of this Power BI version, we will look into that. So you will not get any recent sources here. Okay. This particular thing will not in front of you, right? Because I already used Power BI. So these things are in front of me. Otherwise, nothing will be there when you are installing a fresh uh, Power BI. Okay, get data and recent sources and open other reports only. Okay, so from here you can have a lot of videos to learning Power BI can be available just by clicking on view all videos. These all videos are provided by Microsoft themselves. Okay, and if you want some basic data also to work with, or you say, sir, I am just fresher, I need to practice on Power BI, so I need some basic data. So you can click on download a sample. Okay, it will move you to the different data sources also. Okay, so this is basically for learning purpose, right? Now this is the basic interface of Power BI. Maybe whatever you will install, your this particular word part. Let me show you this one. Okay, maybe this one will be over here. Okay, so don't worry. These both the things are equal. This is a different version. As I log in with my work ID, so it is upgraded and still it is asking to upgrade me. So that's why maybe this is over here, and in upcoming versions it will be over there also. Okay, so don't worry, these are just the different places where it is available. Okay, so let's understand all these things here. These are the three things. Let me show my annotations again. Those things that we need to remember. One, the views. Okay, this thing. Second, get the data from where we can connect our data. Okay, this one where we will find the information about the data which is connected. Okay, these are the basic first thing that you need to remember. And then the visualization. Okay, what are the visualizations that I need? Right, transform data and all those things will be available once you are uh, uploading or connecting your data. Okay, so don't worry about that. We will move on step by step, so you will have a good grip on Power BI and learn all the things. Okay, we will not go into the fast pace that we need to cover all the topics, so we will go through very fast. Okay, we have to learn. That's why we will move topic to topic only, right? So just make understand or make familiar with these four things. First is the view, these three things. Second, from where we can get the data. Third, here is the data description. Fourth, these are the basic visualization part of the Power BI. Okay, so now let's move on to the slides that I have. So we will just hold on. Let me share the screen. Here we are. This is the first topic that we have, or first part of Power BI, and the very first domain, that is to prepare the data. So get data from data sources. Different data sources, we need to get our data, right? This is our primary requirement. If we don't have data, what we are going to analyze? Okay, so that purpose you need to get different data sources, understand what are the different data sources that we have, how we can connect the data, how we can fetch the data from the website. Okay, data wrangling can also be possible into it. Data scrapping is also possible from any website. Okay, so we need to understand those things over here. Okay, so these are the things we need to cover in get data from data sources. First of all, identify and connect to a data source. Okay, let me share my whole screen once, so I can switch on Power BI and let you know the things that we are discussing. Okay, then by tomorrow we will just look into this module and interface of Power BI. By tomorrow we will do all the practicals, connecting the different data sources with minimum to minimum. We will connect 6 to 7 different data sources, so that we can have understanding that okay, this is how a data source can be connected. Okay, then change data source settings. How you can change the data source settings. Suppose you connected from one place or one data source, then after connecting, how you can change the settings of it. Okay, including the credentials, its privacy levels, and the data source locations. Suppose you connected with SQL server. Okay, now you need to change the credentials of it, or on your SQL server you change the credentials, or your client change the credentials. So you have to change those credentials now to access the data on Power BI also. So it is not like you have to connect it again. Okay, you can change those settings directly in Power BI with just few clicks. Okay, then select a shared data set. Like a data set is shared among 10 different members using some uh, servers. Okay, so how you can connect with that particular data set, or how you can create a data set by yourself in Power BI. Okay, again, this fourth part is very important. That is these three different mode of connecting the data. It is very important from the point of view of industry also, like direct query, import, and dual mode. So import, as usual, just importing a data set in different format like Excel, CSV, JSON files, all those things. If you have that file, you can directly import it into Power BI. And direct query is like you are just importing the metadata or the information of the data, not a complete data. Okay, like if you are connecting some cloud, okay, cloud platform. So it is not possible to upload the big data to your Power BI system. Then it will consume your maximum time to upload it only, and it will consume a lot of space also. What you can do in that case, you just need to connect a metadata or the information of the data only. Okay, like column name, database name, data set name, right? Those informations only you connect in direct query, or you can say it is more or less a live analysis or live connection of the data. Okay, and in dual mode, it is possible to work in both of these, direct query and import. Okay, so we will uh, connect in both these uh, data connections, direct query and import. So we will find the differences, because when you work with the import, it means you have all your data by yourself in your system. But when you connect with a direct query, your data is somewhere else. You are just connecting it with the information. Okay, so definitely when you put some queries or when you create some visualizations, it will take some time to fetch that particular information and getting the data out of it. Okay, then finally you have the change the value in the parameter. Parameter, it means the columns. Okay, whatever the value you have, how you can change these particular value with the function. Okay, so value in parameter, or you can say the data types also. Okay, so this will be the basic part of get data from the data sources, right? So this will be the thing. So first thing that we need to understand, that identify and connect to a data source. Okay, so these are the different 5 sources that we will do today. Okay, tomorrow we will do more things into it. Okay, so basic Excel, SQL, we are not going to do it today. It will take time, so we are not going today for it. If maybe SQL is not installed in your systems, so you are not able to do it along with me also. So these 4 things with Excel, CSV, from web we will grab the data, and OData feed. Okay, tomorrow we will connect with more things. So let's see. This will be the second thing that we will understand about the connection of the data. Okay, I am just showing the slides. I will share it into the drive also. So this part we will also look tomorrow. Today or just we will just connect with the data. Okay, so these are the just basic things, right? So let's get into Power BI and understand how we can connect the different data sources. Okay, so here we are. Okay, do you have account on Kaggle? How many of you have account on Kaggle? Please let me know in chat box. And please rename yourself who is admin. Please rename yourself so that I can know, okay, who is connecting in the session. Okay, so those who are not having account on Kaggle, please prepare it, because you are going to have a lot of you can say a lot of data from Kaggle. Okay. Yes, initially I told you all to create an account on Kaggle. Okay. So today I am having the simplest thing. So let me connect with Excel first, and let me show you that what are the different data sources available with Power BI. Yes. So we will start with the file one, Excel workbook. You can connect CSV, XML files, JSON, particular folder you can connect with it. Okay. So these are the basic file system, right? Just like Excel file you have, and you need to connect with Power BI. So these are the file formats, particular files that you have. Database, like SQL database, there are a lot more databases over there. Okay, in analytics, so you can connect those databases also. So SQL is one example of database. Access database, Oracle, again this is from SQL. So see, there are a lot databases available. Even the Google BigQuery is also available on it. You can see a lot databases are available to connect over here. This is the new one, Microsoft Fabric. This is in a preview, okay, not a full version, because Microsoft launched it in a preview version only right now. Later on, it will be updated. Okay, so Power BI dataset, all these things are available on an online platform. If I will connect with Power BI dataset, if I will click on connect, it will show me the data sets that are available online on my account. Okay, so that's not, we are not going with that one right now. Once we will create the online account, then we will move on it. So Fabric, we are not concerned. Again, Power Platform, we are not concerned, because unless we don't have any account on Power BI online platform, these two are not useful for us. Complete Azure. Now, this is very interesting part of Power BI, that if you want to work with Azure, you need to purchase it. But with Microsoft Power BI, you can have the access of Azure, okay, not fully, but limited. Then even you have some particular access with the Azure free of course. Okay, online services, you have these much of things like Google Analytics and GitHub, LinkedIn, sales navigation, and all these things. Those who are very familiar, I am just telling you those ones. In other, you can see web connections, OData speed, Spark, R, Python. You can connect with this one. Hadoop, all these platforms you can connect very easily to Power BI. So if I'll go with all, you can see a lot data connection are available with Power BI, right? More than 100. Okay, so Power BI nowadays is most famous visualization tool just due to its multiple connecting data sources. Okay, so now let's move with the file and say I just want to connect with Excel file. Okay, so I will click on Excel workbook and click on connect. it will move you to the file where you have saved it. So I will just select global superstore data. Okay, it will be available on Kaggle. You can download it from there. Okay, so I have multiple files in it, but when you download it, you will find 1 or 2 files only in it. So I will select the orders file and just click on load. Don't go further with transform data or anything else. I will just load it. Okay, because we are just understanding how to load the data from the different data sources. So now you can see in the right side, your data is uploaded in Power BI, which is Excel format. Okay. Now let's see that with the more famous data sources are available directly also, like Excel workbook, SQL server. Okay. You can click directly over there also. So in file, I have CSV. Okay. Connect with it. This is not the one. Sure. Where it is available over here. Yes. Sample superstore data, that is CSV file format. Okay, this is the whole data. I will just click on load. Fine. So we will go through these 2 data sources only today, right? Today we will just have the session of 1 hour. From tomorrow it will be of 2 hours, right? And let me show you the very first visualization, how you can create your first visualization. Okay, so a basic understanding will be with you. You can work to create different visualizations also. Okay, that is the most curious thing that everyone need to know, that how we can create the visualization in it, right? So let me show you that particular thing only. So when you open your database, okay, here you can select any database. Like, let me select the subcategory and the sales. I just selected these 2. Okay, so as you can see, you can expand it also. As you can see, direct bar chart is created. Okay, so you can change the chart from here, as you have all the list of the charts that are available. You can say I just want to make a line chart of it. If you will say make a pie chart of it, just make a tree chart of it, right? So you can create any type of chart out of it, right? Those are available. So if you will go with this one, it is also a bar chart, right? So you can see, if I select the categories also into it, it will look like something different. Okay, so many new features are introduced in Power BI. We will look all those features. Okay, that will be very interesting in visualization, right? So let's be up to this point only, right? By tomorrow, we will look into multiple things of Power BI data connection, because our first module is for the data connection. Okay, as you know, prepare the data, identify and connect to the data sources. We will look changing the data source settings, and third thing, select a shared data or create a local data. Up to 1.1.3 we will cover by tomorrow. Okay, so 3 points in a day we will cover. So you can go through it. Maybe sometime more than 3 points will be covered, right? Because when we go through a project, that project covers a lot of things in a one time. So that time we are going to connect, or we are going to do multiple points also. Okay, so these are total near about 73 points. Okay, so in 7 days almost we will cover these things, right? If you have any query, you can write in the chat box, or you can ask in the group also.